Well, in this step, we're gonna add a filter, and there are different ways of filtering the data. We have already gone through how to filter data, filter the different rooms from from the Power Query, right? We already filtered out the different monitors, the things, so to say, from so that right now we're only showing the Digilab one from Norway, and not the one from another room, adjacent room, or not the ones from Spain. So we already did that in our data source in our yeah, Power Query. Um, Another option would be doing that from our data view here. We can also filter data here. And these two will actually filter the whole data, like every data, all the visualization we will do, even if we do a new page, they're going to be filtered out. So if I want to do a filter that's only going to be applied for this page, I cannot do it in the data view. I need to do it in a different way. And there are two options here, at least two of that I know of. One of them is this one, the filtered one. So if I use this one and I press my visualization, my line chart, you can see there are already some options here. And I can do some different kind of settings here. From the average temperature, I could probably filter out so it's only going to show for 2024, maybe only January in 2024, and etc. This is a nice way to filter data out. Uh, the thing you have to notice is that you can actually, for each visualization, you can get unique filters. So it's only going to apply for this visualization on this page. And if I do not press any of these visualizations that I have, you can see I can even still do some filters here. And this is going to apply for the whole page. But if I make a new page, those filters will not apply. So these are like the different levels of doing filters. But I would say this kind of filter, I mean, I, I, I think it's fine way of filtering if you know you're gonna filter out the data for this page or for this specific graph, and it's always gonna be like that because when I'm gonna publish my report and I want other people to use this tool, I don't want them to go back to the data view. They probably even won't be able to do that, and especially not in the Power Query or the data source. They will only be uh, have access to this report view, and this is also the you call it intuitive part where you can work with it easily. So how can I go around this? And this filter is probably also a bit too difficult if you're not an expert. Good to use Power BI, and it's not always that you can have time to actually learn people, teach them how to use Power BI. So it has to be like really easy to use. So I will add a new visualization. So in order to add a visualization, you have to press this button here on the right side. You have the visualization and you have this option to get more visualizations. And you can actually add some visualizations from your own computer if you have some unofficial, probably, visualizations from Reddit or whatever. But you can also go to a more public place by pressing this button called Get More Visuals. So let's just press that one. So when this menu is open, you can see I have a lot of options with different kinds of visualization tools. The one I'm going to look for, I already tried it before. It's called a slicer, or actually it's called a time slicer, and that is that one. And if you want to get it into your Power BI, you just press it, and you can see that we get the option to actually add it, and you can see that there's a price. It's free, so you can actually get some kind of visualizations that are not free, so you have to pay for them. But this one is free. I'll just press add, and as you can see, it's gonna be says that say that loading successful, and it's imported into the report. And you can see you got a timeline or the time slicer here, a new visualization tool. So this is how you import a new visualization. If I press this one, you can say it has only one kind of you can say input, and I'll just take all the data hierarchy within it. And as you can see now, I have the options to choose between year, quarter, month, week, and even day. And you can see that the list is getting really big if I press the day one. The press I wanted to slice from the day. So first off, let's just start with the year. So basically, you can see what happens when I press. Nothing really happens, and if I press this one, nothing really happens. So this is something we want to fix. So how do we do that? So basically, what happens is that when I add it like that, you can see only the year is gonna be added. So let me just remove this, and we'll start over again. If I take all of this within, that means like not only the data from the slicer, not only this one, but all of it, like this one. You can see that now I have yeah, you'll see that it actually works, and it probably has something to do with how the slicer works. But basically, if I press 23, you can see that my temperature is now only showing the average temperature by year. It's called title, but it's only showing the year 2023. And if I press 2024, you can see it's only 2024. And I can even go to per day. It's only going to show one, because now this is the average per day. We don't have any timestamps of the clock, so this doesn't really make that much sense. But okay, let's just say a week. You can see different versions there, right? What is the data? So yeah, this is a kind of a nice slicer. And if I use the quarter, you can also see it's going to change, because this one knows the data depending on the quarter. So this is the first real experience we have from what the actually you could say what the power business intelligence. We can actually use this visualization to quickly filter out and see the different dates. We don't need to make new timetables for each month or whatever. So kind of a neat tool, and we'll probably use this for later. But the next step for us is to actually being able to see what actually happens during a day, because as of right now, the day temperature is averaged throughout the day. So I kind of need a new we call it a new x-axis where we also get it to tie the day sorted. After day, we'll have to sort it by the timestamp. So let's do that, and that will be the thing we'll do in the next video.